Hello everyone, welcome once again to another Power BI related tutorial by Team SlideScope. In this part, we are doing e-commerce reviews sentiment analysis. So, e-commerce company received some reviews and it has other data like average days since last purchase, total number of helpful votes, average rating given to these products, and what is the average review length. So we are creating an interactive dashboard where people can actually see country wise performance, product category wise performance, or they can compare different product categories on the basis of review sentiment. If it is negative, what is average rating? If it is positive, what is average rating can also be determined. Average rating by verified purchase, so which is very close, but we can see that if verified purchase is there, average rating is high, in which product category it is high, and total reviews by rating, whether most people have given 1 rating or have given high rating, can be seen from this histogram chart. And we will see how to create these simple measures table, very simple measures to use in our visuals. So let's get started with this dashboard and learn how to create it. So this is the data set that you can see. We are going to use it in this sentiment analysis project. And here is detail of the data set about its schema. We have review ID, rating, review length, so number of words in that review, helpful vote, days since last purchase, product category, which is a categorical column, review sentiment, verified purchase, and customer location. Purpose of dataset is to analyze customer behavior, review credibility, and product performance. And it will also help in sentiment analysis, fraud detection, like if there are some fake reviews, and product quality tracking as well. So we will open Power BI desktop, and in Power BI desktop click on get data. It's a CSV file, and in CSV file we will simply load the data set. You can see all columns are properly matched with their respective values. If not, you can go to transform data, and in transform data you can click on use first row as header. Sometimes it shows the header names as column 1, column 2, and actual header value is shown in the first row. That's when we can use this option. We will close without applying anything, so obviously we don't have any changes to apply. So now we will prepare our canvas. This is canvas background where we are actually going to create our graph. In canvas background we have an image, so I have prepared one image that I am going to use here. So this is that image. I have named it as website canvas. So because it's an e-commerce review, so I have given it look and feel of an e-commerce website. So this is that file. So obviously in e-commerce website, in header you can find a search bar, a cart, login options, etc. This is not mandatory, but you can use something similar. And this is prepared using Canva. So we will upload this image, click open, and it will not appear because transparency is 100%. I will make transparency 1% or 0%, and you can see it fits perfectly because the size is 16:9 ratio, and it's actually 1280 by 720 pixels. So you can create an image in Canva of this size, and you can use icons of your choice. There are actually text filters in text filter visuals also are there, so you can use them as well. That will be your choice. Now first we will prepare some KPIs. So in the data set, number of review ratings are given. So you can see every rating or review has a review ID, then rating out of 5, length of review, text review that was written, Earlier we also created a sentiment analysis project on iPhone 15, so you can check that out as well. It actually has used Python libraries. So there actually we have used Python libraries for sentiment analysis. So there we have used machine learning. Here we are just using exploratory analysis. There natural language processing etc. are used. Here we are just focusing on what is the length of review. So if length of review is very high, is the rating low? Because people generally can write a long text, a long review text when they want to give a bad rating, or it can be vice versa. So we will check that. How many helpful votes are there? Days since last purchase, product category and all. So these four are main KPIs, these five are main KPIs. So for that we will create a card visual, and in this card visual we are going to put like this, and in this card visual we are going to first put total number of reviews that we have. So we will use count distinct here. We can create measures for them. So let's do it in way of measures, because later we are going to solve many other questions also. What is average rating across product categories? To verified purchase trends tend to have more positive reviews, etc. So here we will just go to modeling tab. This is modeling tab, and we will create a new table, and this table will be measures table. So you can create measures in the same table also, but I am just creating a separate table to save all our measures. So we will create a new measure. This is just for you to learn, so that our main table and the measures, calculated measures, are separate. In this column we don't have to create a column, we have to create a new measure. So we are going to call number of reviews. So total reviews, total number of reviews, whatever you want to write. Total reviews will be count rows. So we are using count rows function, which counts the number of rows in a table, and table name is this e-commerce customer reviews, the table name that we loaded. So this will be total reviews, because every row in this table represents this. So now we can just drag it here. We can go to call out value, where we can actually reduce its size to 35, and we can select some text, maybe like this if you want, or you can select a blue text also, like this color. And we also have a category label where we can select this kind of text. We can make it bold if needed. So we can just drag it up. Then in general tab we have properties, we have padding, where we can remove top padding to fit them properly. This way we can also reduce bottom padding, so that now we can adjust them properly. So you can use these options to fit them in center. Then we can go to general tab effects, where we can actually give them some kind of shadow, visual border, where background color should match the background of your canvas, border color. And we can give a rounded corner of around 12 or 14 pixels. So this way we can create one KPI. Let's copy and paste. So click on it, click copy from this home tab, and then paste. Or you can press Ctrl C and Ctrl V if you are on Windows. After total reviews, we have to find out what is average days since last purchase. Like if they have purchased, what is the average of overall average. So we will create another measure here. We'll call it average days since last purchase, something like this. Average days since purchase, and this will use a function called average, where in average we will just write this. So average days since purchase, and now once it is created, we will simply drag it here. So this is 172 is actually the average since purchase. When we will use more filters, then actually you are going to see for different categories, for different verified purchase, what is this average. So we will see that. Let's create another copy, and you can see we have helpful votes. So for that we are going to create a new measure, and I'll just call it helpful votes. So helpful votes, and here we are going to use sum because we are going to count how many helpful votes are there. So here we have helpful votes. We are using sum of this particular column. So this way you can create these very simple measures. Now we will replace this and add helpful vote here. So you can see this particular company has got 25,000 helpful votes on their products. Then we will try to, if products are also given, because this is a dummy data set, in usual case product name will also be given. So you can see product name wise helpful votes, product name wise ratings, those kind of things can be done. Next we have another KPI to use. That KPI is, in this case it is average rating. We can create a new measure and we are going to call it average rating. So now average rating, again the same formula, average, and here we are going to use the rating column. So we will be able to find average rating now, which is 2.98, which is quite bad. So for all products combined, if average is 2.98, this is not good. And here I'm just trying one more thing. So we'll adjust it, and similarly we will just create another copy that I am going to adjust with, because I have to create filter area also. Here now I will simply add this. Instead of creating a measure, you can also use it directly. So this is average of review length, which is 252.33. We can rename the visual here as well. So instead of writing average of, we can write average review length. So this is how you can create these measures. We can adjust their widths little bit, so that we can create some more area for filters. So if you want to add more KPIs, you can add here, or you can create area for a filter. So for filter we are going to insert. I could have created it using Canva easily. So like in Canva you have different elements where you can actually use something like a square generator, and you can create something like this, and there you can use filter. But in Power BI also we have this option, so we can go to shapes and add a shape. Now if you want to use a rounded rectangle, you can use a rounded, or you can use a flat rectangle as well, whatever is your choice. So here I am using this, and here in a style we'll use this color, which is very close to this color. Now this will be our filters area, and now that's why we can adjust this. So because we want to use this entire area for our filter or our visuals, so I'm going to use this entire width. Here actually we are going to put some filters, for example like customer location. So we will add a slicer, give it equal margin from left and right, use this much height, and add customer location. You can see it is Australia, Canada, Germany, etc. Now here we can go to settings like format. In slicer options we can select it as a drop down. I will show you how to use it as a, because we have a dark background, how to use in a invert color, like how to use transparent background. So in effects we will disable the background, simple. Then in visual we have values, so we will select a font color for values. So you can see, I will show you how to deal with this problem. Then we also have a slicer header. For the slicer header also we can select this. So now we have header, okay. Then in values you have a background here. So we can select same color. Now you can see. So this way you can create a transparent filter. We can now copy it. You can actually give it a give it a border also, but here we are not going to do that. After customer location, another important thing for us is product category. So for example, for beauty product, average rating 2.97. For books, it is high, 3.04. For grocery, even higher. So that makes an important question. What is average rating by customer location? What is average rating by product category? So we will create many dashboards. In this part, we will do rating analysis. So this is rating analysis dashboard. This is part 1. In some other part, we will take average days since purchase or total number of reviews as target field also. But in this case, we are going with average rating. And whatever important other filters are, we will just create copy and paste them and put them together. So for example, we have customer location, product category, then another parameter will be review sentiment. How is the sentiment? So we will simply click here and just add review sentiment, and whether it was a verified purchase or not. So these kind of parameters can be used, and now we can adjust their height and width accordingly. In these kind of filters, if we have more space, what we can do, we can also select something like a tile. So you can show this as a tile if verified purchase was yes or no. So in these cases you can do that. Review sentiment is given, so you can also show it as a vertical list, so it will keep it open all the time. So I'm just doing it because we only have four important filters and we have enough space here. So this will be the filter option. Obviously we are going to create more pages, so we will add those page options or page navigation buttons here, so that we will see how it will be done. Now after this we will create different visuals to see, for example, customer location wise average rating, what is that. So for that we will use a field map, because we have customer location is from different countries, as you can see. In this field map we will first adjust its width and height. So we'll keep its width like this. where as a location, obviously we will add customer location, and as a tooltip we are going to add average rating, which we have here. So we will add it in tooltip. Now it will automatically start displaying all the locations. So, and you can see now it is showing average rating by customer location. Another thing will be, just go back and go to fill colors. In fill colors there is rule, but we have to select gradient. That is this fill color. It is blue for every field that we have. It is blue for every country location that we have. Instead of count of customer location, we will select on the basis of average rating. Its lowest value will be selected like this, and highest value will be selected like this. In some cases, lowest value is selected in a different color, like a red color. So we can do that. So you can see this is how average rating will be described. Then we can go to general tab. Here we will enable shadow, visual border, white color, and for visual border 12 pixel, corner size. Then we have title here. We will use the same color for title as we have used here and align it to center. Now let's create a copy of it and another copy. So we will keep 3 visuals in one row. So, and then we will adjust the width and height accordingly. So we will have total of 6 visuals in our canvas or in this dashboard, and it will be like this. Next we have product category wise average rating. So for that we are going to use, because in product category we have so many categories, so we are going to either use a stack column chart, or we can use a tree map also for such cases. So if we are going with a tree map, so here we can select product category, and instead of tooltips we can select it in values. So it will create a chart like this. So this is showing average rating by product category, and obviously on the basis of average rating, how we color coded, if you remember. So this color coding will be copied here as well. So this same color coding, if the value is highest, it will be dark blue. If it is lowest, it will be light red, and all colors in between. Next we can enable data labels to see that. So you can see that in grocery actually we have highest rating, highest average rating, and in home category, products that belong to home category, we have lowest rating. Similarly we will create another. So we have done customer location, product category. Then we have review sentiment wise. So for that I am going to use a pie chart, and I will just replace this with review sentiment, whether it's positive, negative, and instead of tooltips I will put it in values. So now you can see review sentiment wise, this is positive is 3.19 and neutral is 3.11. These values are so close to each other, that's why colors are also very close. So this is average rating by review sentiment. It can be a donut chart also, it can be a pie chart, whatever you prefer. So this is something we can show. Then we have detail labels. Obviously it preferred is outside. We don't have to show anything else, just the data value, and value decimal places I will keep 2. So now you can see those values and we can make it bold. This way you can show average rating by review sentiment. Then I'll create another copy and paste it here. So we can adjust height and width accordingly. And next is we have verified purchase, whether it's a verified purchase, yes or no. So for that also we can create. So what I am doing is I will try a clustered bar chart for this, and because we have only two values here in verified purchase, so I will prefer a donut chart here. So you can see in if average rating by verified purchase, in case of yes 3.06, in case of no 2.90. So that means if verified purchase is yes, then on an average rating is higher. And we can go to data labels. Here also we will just show data value with 2 decimal places and bold, so we can see these values. We can increase its height because we have more space here. If you want to learn data analytics from scratch, if you want to learn Power BI, machine learning, data science, any topic, you can contact us at slidescope.com. We teach everything in great detail on live projects. Now, because we have seen how average rating is related with all other variables, we also have to see distribution of average rating, like how many values are below 1, how many values are above 4 or 5. So we have to see that. For that, we will create a histogram chart, and a trick to create histogram chart in Power BI, as you can see, we don't have any histogram chart, but we can create easily. So rating, we will select and create a new group. Here you can see minimum value is 1, maximum is 5, and we will say this particular rating will be divided into 5 bins. Bin size will be 0.8. That means every bin, every bar will represent a rating of 0.8. Its width will represent that. So first we will do that. Then we will select a horizontal column chart. So I will just copy this and I will adjust its width and height according to its neighbors. Now we will just remove everything from here. First I will convert it to a stacked column. Then on x-axis you can see a group is created, rating bins. I will add that. And on y-axis we actually have to count how many such ratings are there. So how many customers have actually given that rating, if it is 1, 2, 1.5, whatever. So if you will do that, you will see we have average rating here, and this is total reviews. So if we do that, so you can see most number of people have given a very bad rating, like 1, like 60 people, and rating of 4.2 plus is given by 53 people. So that's why it is that's why the overall average is also very low. And we can see the case, for example, in beauty products. What is the case? In books, we know that in grocery it is higher. So if you will see, in case of grocery, you can see that 1 rating is not there. Only 2 people have given 1 rating. Most of the people have given 3.4. So that's how you can see. If it is a verified purchase, this is how it is distributed. If it is not, this is also. In case of no, count of ones are more. So an overall average is like this. So that is what you can see and verify from here. Now you are seeing a graph here, like average of rating by review length. So what I am doing here, let's say don't somewhere. So this is a scatter plot. A scatter plot can be used to see relationship between two numerical variables or values. Our target field is average rating or rating in particular. So we have kept review length on x-axis, and on y-axis we have kept the rating. Once you will add them, it will by default show sum. You can say don't summarize. Here also you can say don't summarize. So the graph that we are seeing here is not conclusive. You can see review length has a great, we can say, range. So even if rating is 1, review length is 17. If rating is 1, review length is also 495. So review length can be high and low both in case of low rating. So we are not getting any conclusive answer here. That means that people have written great or people have written reviews of more length even when they are very happy or when they are not happy with the product. So here you can see. So that type of conclusion can be drawn with the help of this chart. No matter what chart do you use, you will be able to see something like this. So obviously we have to use this. Let me there is no point of randomly selecting any chart. So what happens then when we create a machine learning model? In machine learning model, we have to use all these variables to predict rating. So like if customer is from Australia and they have bought a product category of grocery, their review sentiment is positive, they have verified purchase, so everything is there. So after this, whether they will give us a good rating or not, this thing can be predicted. And there are other things also like helpful words. So let's remove review length and let's add helpful words and say don't summarize. Here also you can see we don't have anything conclusive, and then there is days since last purchase. So here also we don't have. So because a sample data, so you are more likely to get these kind of responses. But in actual data, it can be different because I have seen on many e-commerce websites when people are not happy. I'm just, that's my experience for some product. When people are not happy, they write a lot of negative things about that product. So that is something there. And obviously when people are very happy, then also they do. So everything that you see here can be used to see if average days since purchase has any effect on rating. Helpful votes, number of helpful votes have anything to do with rating. Those kind of things can be seen here. So in this case, that's why we have kept rating analysis. We have created a rating analysis dashboard. We'll create duplicate of it and rename, where we will actually use something like helpful votes as a, so it will be helpful votes analysis dashboard. So here we will use helpful votes, total number of helpful votes by customer location, by product category. So you can try that. You can create different type of charts. So just try from your end, and then we can add page here as I said. So we can go to insert buttons, and we have navigator where we have page navigator, which we can keep here as I said. So you can use this area for page navigation, and automatically all the page names will appear here. So that's how it can be done. So we can add these page buttons like this. You can actually make this styling also, like for example font color, what can be the font color, what will be the fill color. So by default, so let's say we want fill color of this, then you have border. So this is for default state. For selected state, what will be the fill color? So let's say for selected state, fill color will be this, or something from our theme. something like this, or something like this can be that. And when this is selected, so font color can be different, so we can select this way we can actually create our buttons. So I'm just keeping at rating analysis, helpful boards analysis, and when more pages will be added, I will see how to adjust this. This is a simple dashboard that we have created. You can try from your end. If you have any questions, suggestions, anything, you can give them here. We are seeing that some students are also requesting us to create some dashboards, some kind of dashboards. We actually appreciate that. So our team is working on collecting that kind of data, and we will publish those dashboards soon. So if for your college work or for your office work you need some kind of tutorial, you need some kind of explanation, you can connect with us or you can request us in the comment section. Please subscribe our channel. Please like this video. It will help us, your support will help us in reaching more audience. Thanks once again. Have a nice day.